My name is Jonny Knight, and I am a graduate civil engineer. And thank you. Yeah.
We're in the jobs.
And which basically means I'm overconfident and have no idea what I'm doing. And I'd like to thank Steve and Engineering Showoff for the opportunity to be on this wonderful lineup tonight and represent quite an unrepresented gender in our industry. And I'd like to get to know my audience before I really get into the gig. And just by way of hands, who's introverted in this audience? Has fallen to the stereotype of being a little bit, like an engineer that's socially awkward or anxious?
Yes.
I was expecting a bit more hands. Come on, don't be shy. And the reason I ask is because I consider myself to be quite extroverted, and that's fine. But a lot of people see me and think, yeah, he's weird. So I've thought about it, and I've done a lot of job hunting this year, and part of that has required the vigorous interview process. And when they get down, because I've done comedy before, believe it or not, and when they get down the CV and they see comedy, they go, they get into that thing, and they're like, comedians are usually like, oh, which relates to contracting a little bit, but fundamentally, they go through the questions and they go, so the usual, when have you worked effectively as part of a team? And I would reply with, a really good example, that time when I completed that group quest on World of Warcraft. And then I'd follow that up, they'd follow up with another question, when have you communicated an idea? And I would say that time when I completed a group quest on World of Warcraft. And they get down the CV and they see comedian down the bottom in interests and hobbies. I don't know how your CV's laid out, but that's my preferred choice. And they go, go on then, tell us about the comedy. And in an everyday situation, I'd say something witty and clever like your mum. But it's a professional situation, it has to be structured, I have to use the situation, task, action, result method. I'm glad some of you know it, you're clearly employed. And it usually is a good example, and I would tell them about the time when I completed a group quest on World of Warcraft. Which is funny, because I've never played World of Warcraft. And that's okay, but I wasn't anticipating my interviewer to be a level 70 night elf. So apparently, you don't play that game by chucking Elder Scrolls at a Pikachu whilst letting off a UAV. So yeah, clearly you guys don't play World of Warcraft either. I'm in good company. And so that happened, and I've not always been this way, because I've grown up, I wasn't that confident. I spent a lot of time alone in my room studying, and because you do, don't you, study a lot as an engineer, and I found that I'll be honest, I found things about my body, I found things that I could do in my body that I never knew I could do before. And I'd like to share one of those with you tonight. So I just noticed Pushy's dad in the audience. And for the sake of this joke, it's your birthday. And if you could just hold the mic for me. What's your name?
Himanshu.
Himanshu, and we all know that you're an engineer already. I usually ask the profession at this point, usual delaying jargon. And just for you, because it's your birthday, just hold the mic. And I take requests. Keep it to John Williams. Harry Potter, good, I only know that one. And if you could just hold the mic for me, this is your opportunity, this is your moment. What's your name? Tahira, what do you do?
PT, I'm the personal trainer.
Ah, great, the only sports person in the room. Right, just for you, this is Harry Potter.
Okay.
And I'll be honest, I'm a comedian, of course I'm honest, so I actually used that as the response to the job I gained. Flatulent hands got me a job on Thames Tideway. So, yeah, I'm doing all right. So, but these stereotypes have like, they tend to, I noticed, I read something the other day in between making mistakes at work, and I read that civil engineers are the best in the bedroom. Now bear with me, because I've got me thinking, why do we come out on top and on the bottom in some cases? And it got me thinking, and I went through the main professions, and I started off with electrical engineering. And electrical engineers, I Wikipedia'd it. I didn't know quite what you did. Electricity's in the name, but you never know. So you look at the components, you look at a lot of like CAD and stuff. So you like the details. So you're quite good at foreplay. All the little components, all the diddly bits, and you also like the power. And some girls call you what, which is usually followed by is that. And I realise that's not a very gender-inclusive joke, and I'm a STEM ambassador, so I don't want to be telling this joke to the children in this state. It's got to be diverse. So have we written it just for the girls in the room? So you like to have the power, and some guys call you what, which is usually followed by are you doing? And then I looked at the next profession. Any mechanical engineers in the room? Okay. Either you're all electrical engineers or you just turned up for nothing. I don't know. Anyway, so mechanical engineers, they're quite aggressive lovers. They like their machines, so they put their partners through vigorous testing, a bit of hydraulic pumping, elastic bending, that kind of thing. But to be honest, they're left in a state of inertia. Yeah. No change in their motion. So, see, that's the only technical term in my set tonight. And so it gets to why civil engineers are on the best in the bedroom. And any other civil engineers in the room? Yeah. Are you on dates? Oh, so I was hoping that I'd go, you're going to have a good night tonight, but... great. Okay, so you're single. So civil engineers. I thought, why are civil engineers on top? You're great then, they're good at sex. What have they got going for them? And it's because, we mobilise. We erect a big structure, and we finish on time and under budget. And I do realise that isn't a gender-inclusive joke, and I know what the female anatomy's like. I'm not an amateur recluse. I've seen the videos. So, just for the ladies in the room, you mobilise. Big structures require I-beams, and with I-beams, as we've already heard, there are flanges, and you finish on time and under budget. I've been Jonathan Knight. Thanks for listening.